When Sir Alex Ferguson arrived at Old Trafford in 1986, Manchester United were in something of a rut. Aside from a few FA Cup successes, United hadn't won anything since the 1968 European Cup under Sir Matt Busby. Ferguson went about rebuilding the club from the ground up, focusing on academy prospects. He would supplement those with some of the stars of the game, and it would all come to a head in 1999. There have been many great moments in the history of Manchester United, none more so than the 26th of May 1999, here at the Camp Nou, Barcelona, against Bayern Munich, when they were gunning for the treble. They'd already won the Premier League and the FA Cup, in a double they'd achieved 3 times in the last 5 years. But what they really wanted was the big one, Sir Alex Ferguson's holy grail, the Champions League. The group draw was daunting. They would beat only Brøndby, but a quartet of draws against Bayern Munich and Barcelona would be enough to see them through. The 3-3 draw here at Camp Nou was one for the ages, mes que un partit. In the knockout stages, they would have to complete the Italian job. When Inter arrived at Old Trafford for the quarter-finals, it was billed as David Beckham's revenge mission against Diego Simeone after that incident at the previous summer's World Cup. Becks won this time. 2 brilliant Beckham crosses, 2 Dwight York headers, and United had the cushion they needed to take to San Siro. In Milan, United rode their luck. Nicola Ventola halved the deficit, but a late Paul Scholes strike ensured that United were off to the semi-finals. With seconds remaining in the first leg against Juventus, some believed the tie was already over. Antonio Conte's goal looked set to condemn United to a home leg defeat, until Ryan Giggs struck in Fergie time. There'll be more of that later. The second leg was an epic, the greatest game ever for many United fans. Pippo Inzaghi's 2 early goals put United on the back foot. Step forward, Roy Keane. The captain glances home a header and it's 2-1, but he'd soon be ruled out of the final for a foul on Zinedine Zidane. United keep pushing forward, and Dwight York equalises. United lead on away goals. They'd soon lose Paul Scholes as well for the final. His foul on Didier Deschamps is his second in the tournament. But United get the winner late on through Andy Cole, and it's full steam ahead Barcelona. "31 years after the feats of the Busby Babes, United were back in a European Cup final. And back here at the Camp Nou, just 6 months on from their pulsating 3-3 draw with Barcelona. With no Keane and no Scholes, there was an unfamiliar look about United's midfield. Jesper Blomqvist again played on the right as he'd done in Turin, and Nicky Butt and David Beckham were manning the central midfield area. Ask many United players who played that night, and they'll tell you they haven't watched the full game back, and with good reason. Mario Basler scored inside 6 minutes, and United just couldn't muster a response. But as Sir Alex would say later on, if with say 15 minutes to go, you're trailing, you need a response, gamble, risk. Injury time, and United have a corner. Schmeichel comes up, a scramble ensues, Sheringham turns it home. Despair becomes belief. But there's still time for the ultimate moment. Another Beckham corner, Sheringham causing trouble again, and Solskjaer has won it. As the United fans left the stadium that night, they already knew it was a moment they'd never forget. There has never been a stoppage time quite like that, probably never will be. And even though Manchester United won the Champions League again in 2008, it's 1999 that remains extra special in every fan's heart.